Hello and welcome back. My name is Mike. As you can see behind me, this is my Build-A-Figure collection, and today we're unboxing and building McFarlane DC Multiverse, the Frost King from the Justice League Endless Winter comic book series. Now, if you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend it. I'm also working on a diorama to display these figures on, so stay tuned for that because it's going to be special. Alright, let's get to it. So here are the 4 figures we're unboxing today. We have Wonder Woman, Batman, John Stewart's Green Lantern, and Black Adam. Let's start with Wonder Woman. Here's the front of the box. I like the color palette used on this figure. It's very nice. On the side of the box it says Wonder Woman, Justice League, Endless Winter. On the back of the box, there's a rendered version of the Frost King and a glimpse of the trading cards for the other figures in the collection. And lastly, we see that the torso is included with this figure. Here's the barcode on the bottom of the box in case anyone's interested in picking up this figure. It can be scanned at your local big box store for them to check availability. Alright, let's get to the unboxing. Man, this one's a challenge to get out of that box. Let's see if I can... Oh, there. Okay. Well, there she is. Let's get her out of the packaging. It is a great looking figure. Her head moves pretty easily, but doesn't seem like it's got a whole lot of articulation. Doesn't really go far back at all, or forward for that matter. But she's very accurate to the comic. And she looks really great. So let's put her down for a second and see what else is in the package. So we have the torso and we have the sword. This sword is a really nice Wonder Woman sword. I like that it does match the color palette of the actual figure, and it's a really nice silver paint that they chose to use for the sword. This torso is massive. It's one of the bigger Build-A-Figure torsos that I've seen so far. So this figure is going to be a lot bigger than I thought. I love the detail. It's really nice. Okay, let's set this to the side and have a look at the inside of the box. We have the usual figure stand and the trading card of Wonder Woman, which looks to be a rendering of the actual figure itself. I prefer the figure photography. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. So next up we have Batman. Here's the front of the box. And on the side of the box it says Batman, Justice League, Endless Winter. The back of the box is exactly the same, except we see that the figure comes with the arms and a sword. Here's a barcode in case you're interested. And let's get him out of the box. Here he is. Let's get him out and take a better look. I'm gonna take the rest of this out of the package too. Now that we got everything out, let's take a look at Batman. He looks pretty awesome. So his head's a little stiff, but it goes to the side and to the other side and down. It doesn't go back too far, but that's because of the coat that gets in the way. But his side-to-side articulation is pretty good. His coat is really stiff, but it has a lot of detail, and overall it looks really nice. It's definitely going to get in the way though when it comes to posing him, but that's not going to change my opinion of him. Here's the Batarang. It's kind of oversized if you ask me. It's the same on both sides. Here's the left arm of the Frost King. It's got these translucent type of crystals on the shoulder part. The right arm has crystals on the shoulder and on the gauntlet. Let's take a look at the inside of the box. As usual, we have the trading card and the figure stand. So this trading card is like the rest. It's like a rendering of the figure, but it's cool. I like it. So this is what we have so far. Coming together nicely. The third figure is the Green Lantern. Here's the front of the box. We can see he comes with two swords and the head and coat of the Frost King. On the side of the box it says Green Lantern, John Stewart, Justice League, Endless Winter. And on the back of the box we see that it comes with the head and the coat. And everything else is pretty much the same as the other ones. Once again, here's the barcode for those interested. Let's open up the box. So here he is. I'm liking the head sculpt. He looks really cool. And the Frost King. Can't wait to unpackage these. I think McFarlane did a great job with this figure. His head moves back pretty far, moves forward pretty far. And side to side. He's got the best head articulation out of the 3 so far. If I'm not mistaken, this is the same figure that McFarlane used for the Hal Jordan Green Lantern with a different head sculpt. Looks identical, which is another great McFarlane figure. Let's get the other pieces out and get a closer look at them. This cape is really detailed. It's kind of stiff though. It's got a lot of nice texture to it. This peg snaps into the back of the figure. Overall, looks good. Let's take a look at this head sculpt. And I get a kick out of the quality of this head sculpt. It's amazing. This is a true testament to the talent that goes into making these figures. This thing is beautiful. Great job, Todd. So the last thing left in the package are the 2 swords. So they're like see-through. They're like green and like transparent almost. So that's everything that comes in the package. We got the 2 swords, John Stewart, the Frost King head sculpt, and his coat. This is what we have so far. The torso, the cape or cloak, left arm, the right arm, and the head sculpt. This guy's gonna be huge when he's done. Here's what's left in the box. We have a figure stand and a trading card. And it's interesting that McFarlane chose to go with comic book art instead of a CG image like the other 2. I like that he mixes it up like that. This brings us to the last of the 4, Black Adam. So here's the front of the box. You got Black Adam and the last 2 pieces to the Build-A-Figure, complete with lightning bolts. And on the side of the box, it says Black Adam, Justice League Endless Winter. Of course, the back of the box is exactly like the rest of them. Shows you the 2 legs that it comes with. As you can see, I got this on clearance for $18.97. Awesome deal. And here we have the barcode. Feel free to screenshot this in case you need it. Okay guys, let's open this guy up. So here's Black Adam out of the box. I gotta tell you, he's my least favorite out of the 4. Let's get him out of the packaging. And his head is really stiff. Let me see if it, well, it goes side to side a little, but it doesn't go back. It goes forward a bit. But because of his collar, he's unable to move his head back. And he just doesn't want to go forward very much. Well, anyway, first impression, I don't really love the head sculpt. Let's see what else comes in packaging. So we have 2 lightning bolts. Get a better look at these. They're translucent molded lightning effects for for his arms. Pretty cool. Let's get the other one out. So they're slightly different. One is rounder and one is longer, but they're pretty cool. Okay, and let's get the legs out. I tell you, McFarlane has to come up with a better way of attaching these things because they're not easy to get out. Okay, so let's get the legs out of the packaging. Here's the right leg, and it's pretty nice. I like that they added white paint to the top of the boot to look like snow. Nice touch. And then the left leg is the same. This figure has a lot of texture to it. They put a lot of attention to detail in creating this one. It's super nice. Very realistic. Well, now that we have all the parts, let's lay them out and see what he looks like. So here's the torso, the two legs with his cloak. Let's move him over here. And we have his arms. And finally the head sculpt. I'm going to compare him to Black Adam just to see how big he is. And boy, oh boy, is he big. He's like twice his size. This is a pretty big Build-A-Figure. It's definitely bigger than the last one I did. So what's left in the box, you ask? Well, we have a figure stand. And it looks like a photoshopped version of the figure. It's actually figure photography, I think. I like the snow on the background. Reminds me of the Endless Winter comic. I'm gonna assemble this guy off camera and I'll show you when I'm done. So here's the Frost King all together. And I gotta tell you, he's heavy, he's big, chunky, and he looks awesome. So here he is compared to the comic version. In my personal opinion, I can't say he looks exactly like the comic, but he is a really great looking figure. Hats off to McFarlane once again. Here's a last look of the Justice League Endless Winter Build-A-Figure collection. I'm a big fan of the comic, and I believe McFarlane did these figures justice, representing them true to form. I give it a 4 out of 5, but that's only because the Black Adam was the weakest figure in the group. Let me know your opinion in the comments below. As promised, here they are displayed in my new diorama. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel or just stop by if you want to see more of my DC figures. I'm Mike, and I'll see you next week.